Hello everyone, welcome to SST College of Arts and Commerce. This is SST Edupedia. I am Dr. Padma Deshpande. Today I am going to cover a topic in the subject Logistics and Supply Chain Management. This subject comes under TYBMS semester 5. Today we are going to see what is logistics costing. So let's go ahead. Logistics costing. Now, costing is a very important aspect for any organization. See, whenever management takes any decision, like you all know, every company has to maintain certain books of accounts, right? So this books of accounts comprises of your profit and loss account, it comprises of your balance sheet, and on the basis of all this data, the company is able to take different types of decisions. Similarly, logistics costing is an important aspect for an organization. Logistics basically comprises of all the different types of expenditures which are related to logistical activities such as warehousing, transportation, packaging, manufacturing. So many other different activities are there which comes under the logistical activities. So all these activities has to have certain kind of we need to have certain kind of budget or expenditure and income statement. So logistics costing is defined by different organizations in a different way. Some companies do not take the interest charges or the depreciation on their inventories as logistics costing, while the other companies may take distribution cost to their suppliers as a logistical expenditure. Some may even take the purchase value of the procured goods as an logistics cost. So logistics has many different aspects which can be taken as logistics costing. So the objective of an ideal logistics costing system is that it should provide areas of cost reduction. It should enable resource allocation, proper resource allocation. It should help in proper manpower planning, hiring, recruiting, selection of people. It should help in material handling, equipment management. It should help in doing the coordination activities between the vendors, suppliers. It should help in better negotiations, and it should help in balancing the cost, at the same time help in achieving the quality. So these are the objectives of an ideal logistics costing. So there are certain principles of logistics costing. They are, first is, any logistics costing should be able to identify the various costs that is required to provide customer service in the market. Say for example, now you are a big retail outlet and you want to you want to provide different types of goods to your customer. So every aspect of the goods comes under the customer service. You need to provide quality goods to the customer. You need to provide the goods on time. There has to be proper the stock has to be maintained, the goods have to be the quality of the goods have to be maintained. So all these are costs which should be included in a logistics activity. Okay, then there has to be separate logistical cost for individual activities. There are different activities like packaging, transport, etc. So these costs need to be bifurcated, and logistics costing should be able to identify the areas in which the revenue is getting generated. So logistics costing should be able to tell you what is the total amount you have spent on achieving a desired mission. And it should be, any logistics costing method should be simple, easy to understand, and it should be flexible, and it should change according to time. So what are the different types of costs that are involved? So there is inventory costing. Inventory costing means It is the cost associated with procurement of raw material, storage of raw material, storage of finished goods, then whatever order cost is there, the insurance cost, the stock out cost or the depreciation cost, all this comes under the inventory cost. Then comes the warehousing cost. Warehousing cost is basically for how long the goods have been kept in the warehouse, what are the, we need to take out insurance for the goods in the warehouse, what is the type of goods that are there. Then distribution cost, like you want to supply your goods or finished goods to your suppliers, to your the customers with the help of the channels of management. So all the other costs needs to be taken into account. Then communication costing, data has to be stored, data has to be processed, so you require communication costing. Information technology costing is there. You need to maintain computer, you need to have a software, you need to have mobiles and telephones, you need to have systems for the exchange of information. Then logistics costing also involves packaging costings, like what type of packages, different goods require different types of material, packaging material. Then you need to take into account the customer service cost, like if the demand for a particular product is very high and it is required on an urgent basis, at that time you will have to make arrangements for urgent delivery. So or maintenance costs, so many costs before the production, after the production, all that which helps you in giving good service to your customer, all this cost needs to be taken under the customer service cost. Now there are basically three types of costing methods. Today we are going to try to understand the total cost approach. Now total cost approach suggests that all the logistical activities should be considered as whole and not individually. See, in logistics costing there are three types of major costing. First one is total cost approach, the second one is mission based cost approach, and the third one is activity based cost approach. So today we are going to understand in detail what is a total cost approach. As the name suggests, total cost means in this costing method all the costs are taken in totality. The cost is not broken into individual items, it is instead taken as a whole. In this system, all the logistic activities are integrated, means all the activities are taken as one rather than individual activities. This system helps in reducing the operating cost. This system is used to reduce the operational cost of the entire system. See, some activities may require more expenditure and some activities may require less expenditure. So in this approach what happens is all the activities are clubbed together and the expenditure is divided equally. We have seen in the previous slides the different types of logistical costing, like warehousing costing, distribution costing, packaging costing, production costing or customer service costing. These are the different types of costing. So in total cost approach, all the expenditures are taken together and the amount is divided equally among all the expenditure. This helps in identifying the areas in the supply chain and where there is a scope for reducing the logistics cost. This will help in improving the efficiency of the organization, and certain areas the costing can be controlled, or customer service का cost जो है या फिर transportation का cost जो है और the warehousing cost जो है या material handling cost है, ये cost में हम जहाँ पे भी possible हो सकता है we can control the cost in this method. Okay, there are certain merits and demerits of the system. The first merit is that it helps in cost reduction. It identifies the different areas, possible areas in which cost can be reduced. Then the second advantage is it helps in determining the cost. अकॉर्डिंग टू, अभी अलग अलग लॉजिस्टिकल एक्टिविटीज होती हैं, तो इस मेथड में क्या है, यू कैन आइडेंटिफाई द डिफरेंट कॉस्ट एंड अकॉर्डिंगली यू कैन टेक अ डिसीजन. दिस विल हेल्प इन मेकिंग मोर स्ट्रेटेजिक डिसीजंस. यहाँ पे कैसे होता है, इन टोटल कॉस्ट अप्रोच द बेसिक फंडा इज सभी कॉस्ट को आइदर एज अ फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट या फिर वेरिएबल कॉस्ट करके लिया जाता है. एंड जब कॉस्टिंग को पूरा ऐसे कैलकुलेट किया जाता है तो फिक्स्ड एज वेल एज वेरिएबल कॉस्ट जो है उसको इन टोटल लिया जाता है. नाउ व्हाट आर द फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट दैट एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हैज? Fixed cost is basically every quarter or every month this cost is going to be there. Like say for example the rent of that अगर warehouse लिया है तो warehouse का rent जो रहता है that will be a fixed cost. Variable cost जो रहता है it keeps on changing. ये डेप्रिसिएशन हमारा एक फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट है, रेंट हमारा एक फिक्स्ड कॉस्ट है. वेरिएबल कॉस्ट में जैसे अभी सैलरीज जो है, सैलरीज इज अ वेरिएबल कॉस्ट. लाइक से फॉर एग्जांपल आपका मार्केटिंग एक्टिविटीज करना है तो मार्केटिंग एक्टिविटीज के लिए आपको सेल्स पर्सन को रखना पड़ेगा. सो द सेल्स पर्सन हैज टू बी पेड द सैलरी. सो ये सैलरी इज अ वेरिएबल कॉस्ट क्योंकि हमको सेल्स पर्सन को मोटिवेट करना पड़ता है टू इंक्रीज द सेल्स. सो इसके लिए हम क्या करेंगे, वी गिव इंसेंटिव्स और बोनस टू द marketing person. So this is the marketing person will be earning his regular salary plus the incentives. So incentive जो रहता है वो हमेशा हम लोग एक पर्टिकुलर परसेंटेज रखते हैं या फिर ऑन सर्टन सेल्स, इतना सेल्स किया तो इतना आपको इंसेंटिव मिलेगा करके. सो दिस इज वेरिएबल, इट विल चेंज अकॉर्डिंग टू द यूनिट ऑफ गुड्स सोल्ड. सो ये हो जाता है वेरिएबल कॉस्ट. सो टोटल कॉस्ट अप्रोच में फिक्स्ड एज वेल एज वेरिएबल कॉस्ट और सेमी वेरिएबल, आधा फिक्स है आधा वेरिएबल है, ऐसे कॉस्ट को भी इस मेथड में लिया जाता है. तो एक्सपेंडिचर जितने भी हैं उनको 3 कैटेगरीज में बांटा जाता है और इसका एक टोटल कॉस्ट अप्रोच में लिया जाता है. The demerits of this system are, this system is complicated and it is very difficult to identify कि कौन से एक्सपेंडिचर कौन सा इंडिविजुअल कंपोनेंट को कितना देना पड़ेगा. बोलने में बहुत आसान लगता है बट इन प्रैक्टिकलिटी दिस सिस्टम इज वेरी कॉम्प्लिकेटेड. हम हर बार हर एक एक्सपेंडिचर को ब्रेक नहीं कर सकते हैं. ये दिस इज अ वेरी टाइम कंज्यूमिंग प्रोसेस. देन ये जो प्रोसेस है ये थियोरेटिकली मतलब कॉन्सेप्चुअली समझने के लिए कंपैरेटिवली इजी है बट इसमें बहुत सारे मैथमेटिकल कैलकुलेशंस है जो प्रैक्टिकली इंप्लीमेंट करना बहुत डिफिकल्ट है एंड इसको अंडरस्टैंड करना भी बहुत डिफिकल्ट है. सो ये मेथड जो है ये बहुत टाइम कंज्यूमिंग भी है और इसमें मैनेजमेंट का इन्वॉल्वमेंट हाई रहता है क्योंकि मैनेजमेंट हैज टू सपोर्ट, मैनेजमेंट हैज टू गिव टाइम एंड मैनेजमेंट को ये समझना पड़ेगा कि ये अप्रोच अगर हम अपना रहे हैं तो हमको बहुत सारे डिटेल में स्टडी करना पड़ेगा. हमको अगर आउटपुट्स चाहिए तो हमको बहुत सारे साइंटिफिक मैथमेटिकल मेथड्स यूज करने पड़ेंगे फॉर डिसीजन मेकिंग. सो दीज आर सम ऑफ द demerits of this system. In my next session, in today's session we have actually seen what is logistics costing. Logistics costing होता क्या है, then why logistics costing is important for an organization, then what are the principles of logistics costing, and then we saw one method of logistics costing, that is total cost approach. In my next session we will be seeing the other 2 types of costing, that is mission based costing and activity based costing. Till then stay connected. Thank you.